On both my magazine cover and poster, I have shown both the protagonist, Sam Parker, and the antagonist, Grace Taylor. This shows the audience that they're the most important people in the film. I thought if I included the detective, even though he's another main character, it would be too much for the audience to take in. In the magazine, Grace and Parker are side by side. The protagonist is standing behind Grace, showing a power imbalance between them, and that he holds the power. In the poster, I have merged the protagonist into the antagonist's body, showing that the film is focused on them. Again, like the magazine, it shows that he holds the power over her. I have darkened the picture of the antagonist, as this represents the darkness in him, and I have brightened the image of the protagonist, as this shows that she is pure. By putting them two on top of one another, it connotes that there will be a clash between them, and also the contrast of the darkness and the light emphasises a good and bad clash. The antagonist is dressed in the same clothes in the print text as he is in the film, which is dark clothing. This further emphasises his darkness. This is also synergy connecting the film and the poster and the magazine. The protagonist is also wearing the same clothes, and this helps the audience relate the clothing to the film. It also makes the characters more recognisable. Grace is wearing a light top but has a dark jacket on also. This connotes that she is a good person, but she can fight if she needs to. Grace, in both the poster and magazine, is putting a straight face. This is so that we don't give Grace's reaction away to the viewer. Furthermore, the antagonist is wearing a mask as he wears it in the trailer, creating synergy between the three products. In my poster and magazine, I only included one main narrative about Sam Parker going after his victim, Grace Taylor. I could have included some stills of the detective's notice board to show the film will also be about the discovery of Parker's intentions, but I thought this might make the poster too overcrowded. The idea of the narrative of Parker going after Grace I felt was more important for getting an audience to want to watch the film, as they could put themselves in the position of the female, as she is just an ordinary female, whereas people couldn't necessarily put themselves in the position of the detective. Generic conventions of psychological thrillers I used in my print text was Parker's masks, blood spatters on the background of my poster, and red outer glow around the text. The colour red is a generic convention of psychological thrillers as it connotes danger, blood, and emphasises the context in the film, drawing fans of the genre into watching. I also chose to include Parker's mask as in the film he's not seen without it. This helps the audience get to know the character's attire. Lastly, I used blood spatters to emphasise the danger and the violence in my film. This can be seen on film posters such as Psycho. Common elements that are in both my print text and my film is the film title. I have used the same logo throughout my text as I wanted my film to be easily recognisable throughout marketing my film. The title font is also quite unique, and so it could stand out from other films rather than just using a serif font. In both my print texts, I use outer glow around my title. I use a dark red outer glow as it connotes danger. I didn't use an outer glow around my title on the trailer, as I wanted it to appear sharper on screen, whereas on printed text, I wanted the title to stand out. This made the three texts synergistic. In both my print texts, I've stuck to using blacks, whites and reds. However, in my film, I only use black and white. However, people can associate these colours with my film. I also use these three colours as they are commonly used in psychological thrillers. Also, I did not want to use bright colours as it suggests positivity, and it could make the audience draw their attention to the colour rather than the context, particularly in the trailer. The use of the mask is also shown in my magazine as well as in my trailer. Not many films use masks, and so people will be able to recognise that the mask belongs to my film. I have only put credits on my printed text as there was room, however in my trailer there wasn't, and I wanted there to be more footage rather than intertitles. I have also put the release date on two of my texts, the poster and the trailer. I felt this was important as these texts were strictly focused on my film, whereas the magazine has information of film generally. In conclusion, I think that my three media texts are successful as they all show synergetic features in them.